welcome to the third edition of Expert Point of View. I'm Diana from LuxProvide, and I'm here with Joseph Emeras and Emma Perez from the Solution and Delivery team at LuxProvide. We're here today with a special guest. His name is Vince, or Dudu. How are you doing?
Good, thank you.
Yes, awesome, thanks.
Okay, excited to get started?
Yes.
Really? Cheers.
Cheers. My first question to you is what motivated your career into HPC? Emma, you have a mathematical background, so what made you pivot into HPC?
I've always liked science and technology, and what made me join LuxProvide and get into HPC is being in a place where science can have real impact and be used in real projects. And also I think LuxProvide is really at the forefront of technology, and I think I can really try the new things that come out as soon as they come out and make real impact with them.
Joseph?
And for me, so I was working in the AI field for quite some years, and what I realized during those years is that it's very complex and sometimes even challenging to develop your own AI solution. And what attracted me to LuxProvide is that here we have this capability to make HPC, AI combined together and making something more usable, more easy to use and more rapid to get on board to create a new AI project.
Solutions, tangible solutions.
Solutions.
I'm in marketing. But how would you explain what you do to someone that is not into HPC or someone that is new to the field?
I think what we do in solutions is help translate the complicated technology into real projects and help people use the HPC easily.
Yes, I would clearly agree with what you said. It's exactly this. You have a business challenge, you have a business problem. There's something that you need to optimize. Then our role is really to help the customers use of those machines the best way they can. And we are here to support and to ease this access.
Right, so you work with clients that sometimes they don't work with HPC. And what are the typical challenges that they are facing before coming to you?
Maybe the biggest challenge is really to understand what stands for HPC, how it can help, how they could leverage these new big machines, and it's not easy to understand what is also the pathway to use of these machines. That would be their main challenge.
And what is the best way to guide the users from identifying a need to implement a solution?
I think this we already discussed it earlier, that it's really, you want to break down the problem into pieces, as you were mentioning. If you try to tackle a big problem without making it into small pieces that you want to individually solve it, it's much more difficult. But then if you break it down, if you take bits by bits, it's much simpler to solve. So this is also why we are doing how we are accompanying the customers into designing their solutions.
All right, so now time for some quick fire questions. So here I have a few you can pick from. Who would like to go first?
I can go first. Okay.
And read it, please.
Something from the other generation that you admire. I think you guys have more patience. Sometimes the young people really want immediate results, but I think you have more capability to see that good things come with time and not want immediately the best solution.
Joseph?
Should I? Yeah, I take another one. One thing that the other generation does better than yours. It's a bit in line with the other question. What I admire, and that I think that your generation is actually doing much better than ours, is to seek for purpose. you are from a generation that is really looking forward to have a real purpose in everything you do. You are thinking more globally. You are thinking in a world which is globalized, a world which is even more challenging than what it was before. And I think that's what you do better is that you think with this global view and with this purpose seeking, which I believe is something which is very important, in fact.
And that reminds me, in the solution and delivery team, there's a lot of different nationalities, right? You have how many?
So we have Greek, Spanish, French, Switzerland, Iranian, Luxembourgish, French.
So like 6, 7?
Seven.
6 for 7 people or something like that?
Yeah, 7.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot. So how more into translating complex HPC terms, how do you approach translating complex HPC requirements into actionable solutions for clients?
I think when you look at it, when you see the big problems, in reality you can compare it to things you've done before and things that were useful for other companies. So you can take their big problems and say, we can do this specific thing to fix it. So I think that way it's much easier to understand.
And I would say it's also seeking for where the value can be brought, what we can do to optimize, what we can do to solve a challenge, to solve a pain point.
Do you have any specific use case or a specific example of a client or a story that you would like to share where you've applied this?
Yes, sure. It's not surprising today a lot of people are talking about AI, about generative AI. So we have several customers, in fact, that want to implement AI solutions to support their own teams, if not also their own customers. What we do is that we understand why they want to do this, what is the purpose, what they want to optimize, and where it's important to put the focus. So we have something which is optimized, which is fit for purpose, on what is the most painful for them. Generally, it's with automation of requests, filing documents, retrieving information. This is the classical process.
Okay, great. Should we do more quick-fire questions?
Let's
Sure.
go.
Yes.
That's the attitude. So, Joseph?
Allez. Can you give us an exclusive peek into some of the exciting HPC solutions your team is currently working on? This relates to what we have discussed a bit earlier. HPC, AI, those are complex systems. They are not easy to use, or they appear to be not easy to use. So what we provide is tailored solution, tailored services to ease your onboarding as a customer. Instead of having weeks of development and trying how the machine will react, what is our purpose, what is our mission, is to bring something which is actionable so that the time to market from the idea of the customer onto something which they can use as an MVP or they can put in production is much, much shortened. This is what's incoming. This is what we already have been working on for a couple of months, and the feedback from the customers is very good, actually.
Okay, really excited about that.
Yeah, it's a really exciting project. Also, how everyone in the team is working on something different, and we can put it all together and build something that makes AI super easy to use. Just clicking a button. I think it's super exciting. Oh, last one.
The last one for you, Emma.
Oh. If you could swap roles for a day with each other, what would you do? Oh, I think I would go to all the important management meetings to see what really goes on. But I don't know if it's that secret. I don't know.
Joseph? Cheese
And for me, I would learn something new. I would take the time to learn something new, to innovate on something which needs a bit of retrospective and a bit of time. And technically speaking, I mean also because this is what is driving the innovation. It starts from discovering something which you were not comfortable with, challenging yourself, and then you got an idea, and then you develop it, and then you have an innovation.
Would you want to learn something, Emma, from Joseph?
Oh, I think there's a lot to learn. I think he has a lot of experience also on the one hand with technology and also with management, how to give presentations, speak up. So I think from both sides, I think I have a lot to learn.
What future trends do you see in the convergence of AI, data and HPC in the coming years?
It would be about continuing the more smarter automation. So today we're talking a lot about AI workflow, agentic workflow, network of agents that connect together and are auto-orchestrating, auto-working together, really on an autonomous way to solve a challenge. So first of all, it's really interesting because it looks like a bit like an autonomous organization, like even some humans, also teams can apply on that day to day. But this is also technologically, it's maturing, and the tools today are almost ready to be able. I'm not talking about like very general AI, general intelligence, but more. Much more autonomous and ease of use kind of AI that can be put in place to solve different types of problems. Not one specific, but more general problem. And this general problem being cut down into pieces by many different small agents which are specialized into one. So it's a network of AIs connected together.
Yes, I agree. I think in the future, people will use AI without really knowing that it's AI or it's HPC. They will just click a button and all will happen in the back, and it will be super automated.
What's something that you would like to learn from Emma?
So what I could learn from Emma, and what I'm actually learning from Emma and from the team is, so first of all, it's in line with what makes your generation as a value with this globalization and this singing for purpose, but it's also this ability to challenge yourself, to always try to push the limit and to learn something new. This I find it also very admirable, and I'm learning every day. It's challenging to adapt also in terms of many different styles for seeking the purpose and to challenging yourself. So it's a very, very enthusiasming kind of thing.
I think also that with AI, it's a bit exciting, but also a bit difficult because new things come every 6 months, every year, and you feel that you're always like a bit outdated, so you have to learn very fast.
In the scenario where I was in the finance or space sector, what could LuxProvide do for me?
We are building specific tools to make AI super easy to implement, just clicking a button. And we can implement different ways of AI, like image generation, RAG pipelines, etc. I don't know if I can say the name yet. It's called... but it's a super exciting project that we're building, and it's going to make AI super accessible.
AI Factory is in the making as we speak. What do you guys think of it? What do you guys think it's going to change at LuxProvide?
So LuxProvide is in charge of developing a lot of the services which are in the frame of the Luxembourgish AI Factory. And I think this is really the essence of the AI Factory. So first, it's European, so meaning that we have all the toolings, all the power, all the computing power and software equipments to be able to develop AI use case, build AI solution, build models on. So really to have the landscape to construct this European ecosystem. And LuxProvide is part of this ecosystem, developing the services around this. So Emma was mentioning it, the tool. So it's really the idea behind this. Instead of investing weeks and months sometimes into making one model work on a very complex system, here everything is prepackaged. So you click on a button, you select your model, then it's going to be loaded and it's accessible to you. The same for training, the same for fine-tuning, the same for more complex kind of pipelines. And to relate to your previous question, if you are from a specific sector, well, the AI Factory is also targeting sectors with specific kind of tools. So you would have flavors of those tools, more for space, more for health, more for finance.
You're speaking about the...
Yes, the idea is that to solve, I would say, a technical challenge, and then it's translated into a business challenge.
Okay. It's secret, right?
It is.
Very secret.
So you speak about image generation, text generation. What is the difference? What is the value added from this to the new tool at LuxProvide?
So there are different value added. One of the first is that not all the scenario you can play them, you can solve all the challenges in an ecosystem which is not European and or not Luxembourgish. So for companies which have, I would say, some particular ambitions or some particular constraints to have something which is running in Europe or even in Luxembourg, then this is one perfect solution for them. What we put in place, it's running here in our data center, in Bissen, and everything is in a data tier 4, ISO 27, etc. So we have all the security in place and all the processes in place to make something which is sovereign and working in a secure way. The other advantage of this kind of solution, what we are putting in place, is that capability to accelerate your user journey onto using the technology without any particular limitation. Meaning that at some point as a customer, if you want to change the way it behaves, then it's completely doable because we have the full ownership not only on the machine, on the hardware, but also on the software and the tooling that we put in place. So as a customer that has specific needs, well, let's tailor it together.
Is it available already?
So some of the customers are already using the version of it, and it will be whitelisted and ready to be used soon.
What's it called? Doudou. Doudou. Bien. Doudou.
Clearly doesn't want to move.
Doudou. 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 Oh.